Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Monster Train. Let's take a quick look at the run history. Yeah, I remember those runs. We got one victory the past like 5 runs. Do we have anything that we could do? Like, I know we could do like a Melting Remnant, Melting Umbra, Hellhorned Umbra. I'm kind of in the mood for just a random. Let's random at least to start with, and we'll just get a good run going on here. Hey, the Beast, thank you very much. Did I hear spam? Don't make me take your spam privileges away. Let's just do a random. See what we get. Dun 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 dun. Stygian Guard awoken. So we have great tanks, incant synergies possible, frostbite, spell weakness, sap. My ideal combination, I think, for Stygian Guard Awoken is the Awoken tank in the front that's like +1/+1 per regen, and then you get, like a Frostbite unit in the back. You get Incant, like Siren of the Sea, Incant Sap, Incant Armor. You stack up one big floor, and then you play, zero-cost cards, low-cost cards. You have Magic Power on the floor maybe as well. I think that's my ideal scenario for Stygian Awoken, but let's see what we can actually make happen on the run. Frozen cards reduced to 0 units, gain an extra upgrade slot. I love getting units with an extra upgrade slot. You can make very powerful units. You could also get frozen cards being free, but the problem is you have to get an enabler for this. You need to have either the relic that freezes 1 card a turn, the minion that freezes 1 card a turn, or the card that freezes 1 card when you play it. So I think you go units gain an extra upgrade slot so you can build big boy units. And we're gonna go sweep spell weakness because I think it's better than damage spells cost less, because this at least provides progressive value on boss fights, which I think is super important, especially considering you have Seraph, who has 1,000 extra HP. But also the sweep is nice just to deal damage. You just hope for no spikes. And I will do the trial. We have a lot of spells. Our train stewards are probably going to die, and our pirate's going to probably take a little bit of damage, but as long as we get some decent spells, I think we'll be okay. I actually think you also dump a whole bunch of stuff on the bottom floor. Mollusk Mage is actually pretty good here, too. That is a 13 damage Frozen Lance. That's pretty decent. And spell weakness means that, well, I was hoping we could kill you, but I guess we could just flash freeze you instead. You're doing 7 damage. It restores 9 health? Completely forgot about that, but that's amazing. Unfortunately, you are gonna die, but still, that's like actually fantastic. Okay. You're dead, you're dead. You're taking 12 because of the sweep. You're gonna have spell weakness. Mollusk Mage, thank you. That'll take you to 4 with 8 frostbite. I'd rather kill you. Well, this will do 4 on its own. This will take you to 16, 3, 8 frostbite. That'll kill you. Okay, tell you what, this is 12 damage on a 10 HP unit. Then we can stack up frostbite on you. You're gonna live to hit the pyre unless I hit you once. Oh, no targeted damage in the back is so bad. Actually, like, insanely bad. We're gonna have a very hard time killing this boss. I think we might lose, actually. No, the sweep killed him. Oh, that's so good. Now you're taking 46. We're gonna be fine. Oh, thank God. Why isn't Abe talking to chat? I just started playing Monster Train like 2 minutes ago. You gotta at least let me get started here. Okay, that's pretty good. 15 damage taken is not too bad. Dun dun. God, we are so needy, says Twigbreaker. You are. Bum 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 bum. I'll talk to chat. don't know what you take here, because we have no offerings. We could get offerings, we could get incant trigger synergies. We have 2 flash freezes. This is a weird scenario. I mean, we could make this cost 1 and then it's a good spell. And we have spell weakness. Ooh, we have spell weakness. Yeah, okay. We'll do it. Chat is like a child with a melting popsicle. I actually read that as Chris for a second there. Chris is like a child with a melting popsicle. Weirdly enough, I think Sting is also pretty good. But I would prefer to get stings from the unit that gives us stings or from the artifact that gives us stings, because with incant synergies, this is really, really, really good. Now we need to get incant units, but if we give, you know, incant sap, incant X, incant Y, incant Z, you can get a lot of good value out of having lots of stings. 5 free spells you can play every turn is 5 free incants before your turn even begins. It's lovely. But I don't like that it targets the front unit, but I do like the extra card draw the turn after. If you make the Sting holdover, you can play it every turn and just get +1 card draw every turn, except it only draws itself because you don't get a free one every turn. I think we should maybe take a Sharpen then. You can always put it on the champion for more AoE or something. Man, these are like really bad. Options, I think. Dun 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 dun. By the way, hi, Raw Egg White. I see you in chat. I'm gonna take the Sting, and the reason why is because we know that we're gonna want to. There we go. We know we're gonna want to put the negative cost reductions on the offering spell that we took, anyways. Now we could take multi-strike. That would have been good with the +4 attack Sharpen. Extra energy is nice on a tanky unit, but the stings, I do like the stings if we can build incants. There's also, these are 2 rare units, which is strange. You cost 2, you cost 1. You give a lot of energy. We don't have expensive spells since I took the Sting. I'm gonna take the Vine Mother for the Sting. We can make her very tanky. 3 upgrade slots. I think we will take a unit first, though. The Woken Hollow is kind of the one I wanted. Now, we would like to build a sweep quick unit as well, but I think the #1 concern is a big tank. And we can also make this big tank very high damage dealing as well. So I think we're gonna... I mean, we can't put everything on him. But we could put 25 HP multi-strike. We don't even need to give him the +10. Like, we can go 25 health, multi-strike, because the rejuvenate trigger is gonna hopefully activate frequently, and you're gonna want him to do a lot of damage. And if we put the Mollusk Mage on the same floor, all of a sudden those regens, they restore 9 health a turn. That's pretty good. And we're gonna do this, because why not? Okay. You know what, maybe we could have gotten Endless on him. Is it Enhance? Rejuvenate plus, I don't know if it's gonna enhance and keep those, but if we couldn't put Endless on this guy. I mean, I guess we could still put Endless on him, let's be honest. But I think we're gonna build on this floor. So we have room for the Mollusk Mage. Everyone's gonna die, so I don't really mind the start here. Let's ensure that our pirate takes as little damage as possible. Our Woken Hollow is going to take a lot of damage, but we do good restorations once we play the card. This is not what I was looking for. But there's something. I'm gonna ice you because you're already dead. Endless could be good on the Mollusk Mage. True. Okay, now this restores for 9. You guys are making it up to the pyre, unfortunately. We're only gonna take 2 damage on that one. Hopefully we can kill the next one as they move up. I do like having some targeted damage to use on them. Okay, you're gonna hit the pyre once. That's acceptable. Ice you. Get the restore triggers. I think we're gonna be just fine. Crush. Yeah, you're all dead. Now our units are dying because of the thorns, but our unit also has multi-strike. They're gonna do a whole 25 times 2, I think. He's tanky and he hits hard. I like it. Peep says, I'm gonna go play Gungeon. Have fun with Gungeon. Random enemy units. I also like this. I like this because the magic power affects it more. We didn't even draw a Crypt Builder in the last fight though, but I think we do need spells. A nice AoE spell would be pretty sweet. It's expensive. Well, okay, a nice AoE spell would be sweet, so we're gonna take this one instead. I like the spells that we have, and we are gonna go spell upgrades, I think, now. Oh, but we could maybe upgrade units and get more pyre health. The problem is, what units do you upgrade? We haven't taken any except for Vine Mother, and it's a Vine Mother. Let's go right path so we can get some spell upgrades. We don't need 2 tanks. An Animus, though, is very good. Okay, -1. Put this on the Crypt Builder. Then I think we'll reroll. Put this on a Crypt Builder. And I guess with the extra cash, we could remove a card or magic power one of the Frozen Lances. I think I'd rather just remove a Frozen Lance. You know, it's not a spell we're really interested in seeing at all. Purge a unit, get an upgraded version later. Purge a spell, get an upgraded version later. I'm gonna get rid of the Sting, I think. I'm not really relying on it at all. We're gonna get stings from our Vine Mother. And we also don't have any incant synergies yet. So I think that's okay. So spell weakness I want on the bottom, so we have time to play the spells against Daedalus. But if we think we're okay without him, we might want to play at the top. Like if our tank can get tanky enough, this guy is not going to kill our tank. So I actually kind of feel like maybe you start at the top. But the problem is, where do you put Vine Mother? Well, you're going to put Vine Mother down here, and they're going to die anyways. Okay, well, in that case, maybe you do start at the bottom, and you keep Vine Mother alive for like a minute. And in fact, maybe we should have let Vine Mother die outright, because now we don't have any room for our Woken. Two, 5, 5, 10, 10. Two, 5, 5, 10, 10. Yeah, you're gonna die. There's nothing I can do about it. Okay, so we're gonna build up here then. We'll put the Mollusk Mage up here, and we'll start everything on the top floor. At least we made these enemies have to take the long way around. You know what I mean? But you're gonna get strong. We'll put a Train Steward down. And I'll say an Animus seems pretty good on the Awoken. I would like the better regens, but ideally we're just gonna play a lot of regens anyways. I could put you on the second floor, but I think you're just gonna get toasted. I could put you down at the bottom floor, because you're dead. Okay. Let's keep those regens going. The problem is these enemies, they're making it up, and I don't really have any way of dealing with them unless I get a glimmer. So I'm very glad we picked up that glimmer right there. Can't believe you're actually living. Hate the bombs. I do hate the bombs. Ice Tornado's oh no, I gotta play the Mollusk Mage though, right? We can play Mollusk Mage into a crit builder. Our units are still dying, but the only unit that really matters is the one at the top. We just need to stack up as much regen as possible, which we're not really doing, unfortunately. We need more regen. Need more regen! Yeah, we have 0 regen stacked up. That's not looking good. You're taking 407. You're now dead. I honestly don't believe it. I don't. I guess 60 damage a turn is enough. Plus the damage from the Mollusk Mage. That's incredible. How are we gonna turn this into a victory though? Enhance all spells with magic power. Discard your hand, draw 5. No, none of them really fit. A sap, yeah, okay, I'll take it. And we'll go capacity so we can fit more units on one floor. I don't know what this deck does. What this deck does is rely on one unit and then hopefully maybe a lot of sap too. That's what we do right now. It's not enough, but I don't know what else to do. Let's see what we get from this artifact though. At the start of turn, add a sting spell to your hand. It's kind of exactly what I wanted for the exact reason I wanted it too. Because we got the sap enabler right now. So we're gonna remove a train steward and a frozen lance. We're gonna rely. Give me a spell weakness. We're gonna rely heavily on our tank here. Spell shield 2. It actually doesn't really bother me that much. They deal a lot of damage though. Incant, gain armor. We're gonna incant sap them. Do you have 90 health? I mean, you're gonna have spell shield. I'm trying to think. You're gonna do damage. I think we have enough damage. It's real freaking awkward, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Because I don't like the run right now, so let's go all out on cash. Why not? Okay. Lexmer says, I get the feeling the Awoken units are more powerful due to their ability to come with boosted max HP. I mean, definitely. But it also gives the player an indication of what they should be doing with the unit. Heal them. Heal them and they get stronger. Get them that max health back up. Requires the player to have a little bit of forethought and consideration in their plans. So we're gonna build up this floor. We might not use the Mollusk Mage, but I do want the Animus out. Well, we should build up the Mollusk Mage, right? We can tank the Animus at the top with the Vine Mother, now that I think about it. I really don't want to give you an infinite amount of armor. I need to incant at some point, but we'll deal with that later, I suppose. You're dead, which is fantastic. We actually did not get our tank unit, which sucks. I can push you back, but it's not gonna hit anything. I think we put the Lodestone out, and I think we put the Train Steward out. He'll tank both hits. I don't think you play any spells up there, though. There's our Awoken Hollow. Little late, but better late than never. You're taking 25. You're gonna hit the Pyre for a lot. I don't know if there's anything I can do about that. We also did not get a sting from Vine Mother because they were stunned, I think, but we'll get one next turn. We can at least now slowly build up the Incant synergy and start sapping these units, but it's a little slow. Did not quite get the draw I was really hoping for. So Mollusk Mage needs to go out. Taking 52. These guys are pretty heavily sapped. We're not really doing as much damage as I would have liked, but we're getting there. You're gonna gain armor as you get sapped. I still think it's worth it. You're not taking much damage at all, which is highly unfortunate. Yeah, you know what? You're gonna have a lot of armor for doing this, but you're gonna be sapped all hell. Now, hi, it's you. I really don't expect too much of a problem from these guys, though. Do I have like a very big high damage spell? Yes, I do! Lovely. Pretty decent health on our big unit. Getting those stings. Do I have a Vine Grasp? I do. So I can pull you forward and then kill you? I mean, let's just Glimmer first. Vine Grasp, Sting, 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 Restore, Restore. All of a sudden, you're dead. We're taking 28 damage. We have 7 sap out there. That's pretty good, and this is a good combination for dealing with Seraph as well. We would like more cheap spells to play, but we are already getting 2 stings a turn. Well, after taking 26 damage, that is. 1 damage to random unit 5 times. It's pretty good on the Mollusk Mage floor, but I don't think we need it. Restore friendly units to full health. I also don't think we need this, because we are very frequently sapping the enemy units, so we're not taking a lot of damage. So we don't really need to heal because we're putting our healing on the Awoken Hollow anyways. What we need is like Awake, you know, Rejuvenate 5 or 4, or the Wildwood Sap, or Regen 5. We need to add regen to our Awoken tank so that they get very tanky. So I think we skip this. I think we're also gonna probably do a unit upgrade here. Restore 2 health on reserve. I don't know, hold on to it and I'll just take it later. Again, we kind of have a lot of stings already. We don't need this one. Dun 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 dun. See, I do think we want upgrading units because we have units that really need upgrades. They have 3 upgrade slots. So multi-strike on the quick unit is probably what you want. And can't gain armor. On the totem, that's pretty good because we want this unit to be able to live. +5, +10. We could put that on the Awoken Hollow, but I think I'd rather put something else on them. I'll put that on the Animus so they can live longer. Large Stone is what I was thinking for the Awoken Hollow. We won't be able to put Lodestone, Mollusk Mage, and our champion though. We could just make the Animus large. I mean, they're their own unit now. They're their own unit. They're super tanky. We can just give you more health because you already have a lot of base health. Okay. And then we'll give you another +5, +10. I mean, we could also put this on the totem so that they can live longer. Or the Mollusk Mage. I think we'll put it on the totem so it doesn't get killed via AoE. +10 attack. You know, I'm gonna put that on the totem. I think we should spend our money, especially because we have units that we want to live. Purge a card, gain a card. Purge a Frozen Lance. Awoken card, Stygian card. Rare Awoken, rare Stygian. Can you get units from this? Or is it just spells? What kind of spells would we want from Awoken? There's the adaptive regeneration, which I don't want, I don't think. There's heal all your units to full, which I also said no to. Where's Stygian card? I don't know. Transfer all Frostbite, then double it. Can you look at your logbook from here? You can. We're not building Frostbite. I mean, here's the thing. You still might not get the card you're looking for. Battle, a foe awaits, all right? Stealth is not that bad for us, actually. Sycophant. This is actually also not that bad. The enemies attack first, they'll all be sapped. Our sweep unit will kill them, so they won't really get the damage bonus. Enemies entering with armor doesn't bother me here. And the stealth unit, as long as we have enough regen and sap out there, we should be just fine. So this boss does not counter us at all, really. I think we'll go on floor 2. I'm glad we got the Awoken Hollow out. We're not even gonna play any spells down here, because we don't want these units to die to Death's Titan's Bane. Although I mean, I suppose we could, right? Start wounding them. They have 15 armor. One will die, one will die. One will make it, one will make it. Sure, you know, let's weaken some of them. La, la. So you're quick, you're gonna get 2 kills. You have 53 HP, which is ridiculous. But I still think you go up here. Taking 5. You're gonna die on the 2nd floor, which I love. Let's keep stacking up that regen, we need it. Okay, I kinda like having this Animus up there now. It's working well. So we need stings. If we put you up here, we're only gonna get stings after the next turn, but we still put you up there. But now, we sting you. No, we lodestone. Then we sting you. We vine grasp, like you. Now you're living and you're living. Might as well do that again. That unit's gonna live to hit the pyre, I think. Because we're not killing him on this floor, unless we can do 11 damage to the front enemy unit. Which we cannot do, so yeah. Are we gonna live? I hate having to ask that question. Are we living? Are we gonna die? Well, you know, I think in that case, you put the flash freeze on him. You make sure he dies as quickly as possible. We took a decent amount. We took 26. I hate that we're just taking so much damage every combat, but to an extent, it kind of is what it is, and I kind of hate that. We should kill as many units here as we can. I hate to say it. I would love to sap them here, but dude, we gotta start getting kills. 24, 24. Yeah, because like these guys are all living. Now our pyre's taking no damage. We can at least get 2 saps out there. Ooh, it's so dangerous. Although an ice tornado is so good up here if it gets the kills. And I think we might as well. It literally got the exact kills that we needed it to get. That's so good. So do we incant armor or do we play these? We play these. So we do not have a lot of regen. We've not picked up a single regen card, by the way. They have just not appeared at all. But that's kind of what you expect on these runs after you unlock a lot of cards. We have so many cards unlocked that we're getting a lot of different archetypes of cards, and we're not getting all the good regen cards that existed in the game when we first played on Covenant 0, so we're not getting all the Wildwood saps. We're not stacking 6 of them in the deck, which is highly unfortunate, by the way. You're taking 17 damage. You're still taking 17 damage. Should have done this first. You're taking 44 damage. Taking 107, 273, and 356. Wow, I'm surprised that you are not toasted yet, but all we need is like a good damage spell and an Animus, and we should be able to kill you next turn. We need more, we need more. You do have 14 spell weakness, so this will do... It's like 100 damage on its own. That's pretty good. Unfortunately, it cannot keep you alive, though. Dun, dun, dun. For us, you know, being able to deal with that unit pretty easily, it was still kind of a difficult-ish situation, you know? I think we're gonna stack sap on this one. I think we're also gonna take preserved thorns and try to make it hold over and not consume. Restoring retreat would be really good for building up a single floor, but I think I want to stack up the sap even further. So we're gonna get our restore. If we can freeze it, it'd be good. And I think we're gonna go spell upgrades. There are no spells to upgrade. In that case, we're gonna go healing unit upgrades, not to actually put upgrades on our units, except for maybe the Awoken Hollow, but mostly to get card removal to thin out the deck a little bit more, and maybe to save a little bit of cash. And we could also always just get a, you know, a free artifact plus a duplicated card. What would we duplicate though? I don't know. We could duplicate sap. Okay, you know what? Third card, draw 2. This is lovely. Because we're gonna get those stings, and those stings will allow us to draw bonus cards. Remove those stewards. I know we need to remove the stewards, but I got other priorities to deal with right now, like making sure I can live. Rage sucks, but sap does counteract it slightly. Negative capacity on the bottom is what you want to see. You can live, I think. I mean, we can put a train steward here to make sure that you live, so. Now you're taking both shots. Maybe we shouldn't have played you in case we drew something else, but that's okay. You're gonna go at the top. You are not going to get sapped because I want the train steward to die. Instead, we're gonna make sure we play the sting and kill you. Now, Awoken Hollow. We did not get the Awoken Hollow. We did get the Animus. We could put them down here and let them be a tank for us, but if we play a couple of spells, we will live on this turn, so I don't think we need to do that. I think I'd rather put you up here so you can do a lot of damage, and then I will just make sure to get this incant going right now. Clung, clung. So, could heal you, but we're gonna sap. Sap. The benefit of this is that this clipped Guardian, he's doing no damage to the Pyre. It doesn't matter if there's any enemies up here. He's not making it. You know, we apply so much sap that once we get the totems out there, we're good, because we're gonna have so many free stings. And I think we will try to restore our Pyre health whenever possible. You're gonna gain armor, but again, it doesn't actually matter. We're gonna play the Awoken Hollow. Hey, look! Now you got a big boy to deal with. I don't even think we need to deal with you, but we're not playing too many spells this turn. You have 9 turns of sap, which is lovely, and no rage, which is even better. I mean, I could just crit builder you, but let's get that sting first. Your base attack is 5. I mean, I could restore, but I actually do think the crit builder is better, because you're almost gonna die. What about a more consistent deck with removing train stewards? I think it's honestly more consistent by having 2 totems, because now with less spells we get more sap, which is our win condition, not drawing cards, because we draw enough cards with the stings. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 8 cards in hand right now, and we're gonna incant 3 times for free. That's what this build does. And it's actually, you know, doing it quite nicely. Let's put down the Mollusk Mage. You now do not have a place on that floor, I'm sorry. And also, now that we have this artifact, we draw even more, so we do not need to remove cards necessarily. It would still be nice to, but it's not a priority. Yeah, so nothing is making it to the pyre. Nothing's even making it to deal damage to us. And we're stacking up 9 sap on Fel, and the same thing is going to happen to Seraph. If we can make it to the Seraph fight, I think we'll be okay. But like, look at this card draw. This is insane card draw, and I freaking love it. You know, might as well hit you. You're not quite gonna die, but might as well do this. Might as well do this. We're playing, we played like 10 cards on that turn. We did, we played 10 spells on that turn. And this is Sap Seraph, so we're gonna have low attack temporarily. Who cares? I play spells. And these stings are just incredible. And we're drawing this sting like every 2 turns, which is lovely. Now we do have a lot of stings in our draw pile, but they're the card that we want to see most of all, weirdly enough. That's our win condition card. I'm gonna sap you a little bit. Okay, 12 turns, that's good enough. Heal the pyre. And honestly, their rage doesn't bother me either because we counter their rage by sapping them. Okay, well, I'll glimmer. Like, look at this. Look at how many spells we're playing. This is ideal. Look at these lodestone totems, too. I should make them the tank for the Awoken Hollow so that their health remains for the boss fight, maybe, because like this is crazy. Sting relic. Ah, you know what? That's true. There is another relic that makes the stings better. That would be pretty good to get, admittedly. We also had the option of taking a relic that's like, whenever you play 3 spells, your attack power increases. That would have been really good too. If only we could have gotten it. You're dead, so I'm gonna hit you. All of that spell weakness just got kind of wasted, which is unfortunate, but we'll build it up on this floor, and hopefully we'll crit builder on the top. It would be nice to have the Mollusk Mage down here for the sting power, for the spell power, so we might try to put capacity as our next upgrade, because energy is not really a problem. Like, we're playing enough spells that we're pretty happy with that. And the boss is already dead. I mean, they have an infinite amount of sap on them. This is no problem. You have 43 turns of sap. I kind of hate that this is going to be, I mean, I hope it's going to be another sap victory, but it's so consistent. It's consistently good. It's worked so well in the past and it's working well now. Dun 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 dun. Restore friendliness to full health. Don't need it. Drawing free cards is good. So we're gonna take Awoken's Rail Spike. Anything to make more free cards in the deck is great, and I think we go straight up capacity. We don't need card draw, we don't need energy. Stacking status effect runs seem to be very good. They're good as long as Seraph doesn't purge them. If they purge half of their buffs and debuffs, it can be a real freaking pain, but since we don't have that, it's actually pretty decent. I think, honestly, we should go spells, because our units are fine. And our health is actually fine, too. Double regen or draw 1 when you heal. We don't need card draw, so I'm gonna go with better regen. We probably don't need it, but just to make sure my units survive, I'm gonna do this. And we know what we're gonna preserve. We're gonna preserve the sting that gives us 5 HP every turn. Really wanted to make the preserved thorns not consume, but that's fine. I'll, make this frozen lance consume. Remove a steward, I will try. Okay, remove consume and cost one more on preserved thorns. Yes, please. Now, we could make it cost 0, or we could hold over it in the future. I'm okay paying 1 for it because it's 4 incants, I'm gonna make this offering sap amulet cheaper. And I will remove a card, and you know what? We could remove a train steward, or we could remove Ice Tornado. And I think I'm gonna remove Ice Tornado. You might not like this decision, but we don't need it. And it's expensive, so I'm gonna take it out. Look, I know you wanted the train steward gone. I still think that's the best call. Spell weakness 3? Sure, why not? Artifact. We can offer life on this one. Second unit during a turn, gain 3 energy. This is not gonna give us a ton of energy on every turn. It's not like we have morsels or burnout units to play, but it will still give us some energy we can play around with. You're right, I don't like that decision. Fair enough. It's a little bit risky having the enemies appear on each floor, but I don't think it's gonna be too bad because they're all 2/1s. No, they're not. What are they? I always forget. 5/3s. Because I don't get this that often because there's only one boss in this section of the game. So low capacity on the bottom, which means we'll probably start here. Pyre takes 30. Sucks, but it's not that bad. We could always sting one of them. We could always sap them as well to make them take less. But the Awoken Hollow needs to come out. You're taking 30. Look, I know, it sucks, okay? You don't gotta tell me it sucks. I know it sucks. If we play this, we'll draw cards. Did draw a Crypt Builder. We also have Flash Freeze and the Stings. Let's take 5 damage off the table. Hate your multi-strike, but we'll try to kill you next turn. I mean, I suppose I could kill you literally right now. I could also kill one of them, but I think it's more important to make sure you don't survive. Heal, restore, put you at the back. That's pretty good. So we took 18 damage. It's not that bad. We're gonna gain energy on this turn. So Totem, Mollusk, Vine Mother, good sting. You're dead. You're not dead. But we want to incant here, I think, even before we kill the unit at the bottom of Sting, because we're going to kill him at the bottom of Sting on the next turn. What we want to do now is stack up this regen. Now these regens are doing 9 each, which is lovely. I think we just want to keep stacking the sapping. Because this guy's making it up to the pyre, unfortunately. But if we hold this thing, we're going to take less damage from getting hit. Lady Arrow says, I think Abe should play a run where he only does what chat says. I mean, I guess in theory. Multi-strike does not bother me that much, because we're gonna draw. I could also just kill you, I guess. So this is why I wanted the Awoken Rail Spike. We're gonna draw 4 and make the cards free. Actually pretty good cards. Like, really good. Let's get the restore out. We might as well play the Train Steward because it's free. He can tank for Vine Mother. I hate that you're gonna hit the pyre. You're gonna hit the pyre quite hard too. Unless I sting you. If I sting you, you'll hit the pyre for less. So you know what? There you go. You're gonna hit the pyre twice now. So you're gonna hit it for 6 and then 8. 14. If you lose this run, it's because of the steward. The one I just played? Doubt it. You have 10 sap. 5 sap means you're still doing no damage and you're taking 86 plus 90 next turn, so you're actually fine. I'd much prefer, honestly, to sting down here just to ice some enemies so I take less damage next turn. That would take so long? Yeah, that's one thing. You know, if chat's slow to deliver on their promise of telling me what I'm supposed to be doing. Should we pre-sap them? We could pre-sap them. Let's start with the stings, though. Because by playing 3, we draw 2? Yeah, we draw 2. We got Preserved Thorns again, which is lovely. Getting more energy would be nice, but I'm still pretty happy with what we have in terms of card selection and draw, you know? So you're sapped enough. Honestly, let's pre-sap him. Pyre's healing. If it's just one person? I suppose, yeah, if it's just one person. I think there is like a... Actually, no. I was about to say I think there's Twitch integration for this game. I don't think that's the case. That's it. It's just multiplayer. Maybe someone makes a mod for it or something. I don't know. Anyways, Glimmer. People are dying. Sting. Sting. Restore. Sting. Crypt Builder, you're dead. Restore. You're dead, you're dead. Healing the Pyre. What's the deck today? Sap Sting. And it's working quite well. You gotta go. We also do not want to hit you, but we're gonna be hitting you with stings next turn. But you still gotta go now. Now, we could hit him here. We shouldn't. We should hit him when we can sap him, because when we hit him with sap, he gets +1 attack, but he loses 2 on the sap. So I think what we're gonna do here is just play all of our cards. So we get more card draw next turn. We'll stack up more restoration. This is gonna be a difficult fight for us, though. We don't have that book that removes the, oh, this is pretty good, though. We don't have that book that removes the, triggered abilities. So 776. 776. 776. I'm noticing we're not changing anything. It's almost like, mathematically speaking, when we give him 2 sap and he gains 1 attack, it evens out. Okay, 896. 896. Non-attack spells, though, are where we're really gonna get ahead of this guy. 1016. 1160. 1202. You're gonna die on the next floor, but admittedly we gave you a lot of attack up, but you do have 21 turns of sap. It's telling, though, that this is not enough to kill you. We don't do that much damage on the floor. We do stack up a lot of spell weakness, though, and if we get a spell, you're dead. But you're gonna die on the next floor anyways. He gets a lot of attack, though. My god. He's up to like 53 attack right now. He's up to 75 base attack? No, he's actually up to more than that. He's up to like 81 base attack. That's insane. By the way, you're dead. Jeez, that was a little scary, but we got the cash from it. A mollusk mage could be good for the top floor, but I don't think we need it. We don't need this. We don't need this. We don't really care about dazing the enemy units because we sap them. 1 sting would kill him. Yeah, we got real close. Restore 25 health, draw 2 next turn. We need regen. Preserved Thorns is also very good. But we need regen so that we can actually keep stacking up the restoration on that guy. But I like Preserved Thorns. You know, when we get our sap units out there, we want more stings. And if we draw this on a turn when we don't have a lot of spells in hand, it's immediately 4 sap. This one consumes. The other one doesn't, but this one does consume. Da-da. And I think we will go spell upgrades because, I mean, let's be honest, we want a lot of spells to be upgraded. We still want holdover on Preserved Thorns, for instance. We'll get some more cash. No card removal for us. +3 magic power is what we want. We'll re-roll, because we don't care about consuming. And we don't really care about these. So we'll upgrade spells. Permafrost is not what we're looking for. We could always permafrost a card. But I think I'm just gonna do magic power on the Glimmer. Something costing less on the... probably the Glimmer. We should spend our money. We should spend our money. We don't really need the AoE because we have a sweep unit already. So let's make the Glimmer free. Although it is gonna trigger... It's gonna trigger spell weakness on the boss, but really we stack up spell weakness after the boss passes through the middle floor. After Relentless, we don't really care about the spell weakness that much on the boss as they're kind of just, you know, doing their thing. Whenever we can crit builder, then we should try to, though. But yeah, let's make the, we could make a Restore cheaper, but let's just make the Glimmer cheaper. We'll reroll. Remove Consume and cost 1 more. We could make the Awoken Railspike consume and cost 1 more. I don't think we need to do that. Preserve Thorns, I think, is always going to be good. And now we'll make one of them free. Plus 10 magic power. We'll put that on a Restore just to make it better. We don't have any money for card removal, but I think that's fine. You know, we still have these Train Stewards in, but once we play them, they're gone forever. We don't really care about them that much. They can give us energy. We care about stings and spells and saps and the units that we already have upgraded. That's it. -1 capacity on this floor sucks, but we can build at the bottom. We can. We'd prefer not to, but we can, and then we have more time to crit builder Seraph. So let's put the Awoken Hollow down and Titan's Bane. And Flash Freeze will kill you. Well, let's crit builder first, because then a sting will kill you. Oh, and we have the Lodestone. That's actually extremely good. So I actually think we'll sap up here, just to take less damage. You're hitting us for 9, but we know that you're gonna be like the only unit that makes it up, because we can't deal with you. But after you, nothing else is making it up. So we're gonna gain energy if we play the Train Steward, so we will. We'll draw with this. I think I want to make cards cheaper. We're playing this for 4, that's pretty good value. It made a Glimmer and a Preserve Thorns that was already free cheaper. It's still good, because you're getting sapped to all hell and back. We're gonna play more stings on your ass. Because we didn't draw our quick unit, you are gonna make it to the pyre, and you're gonna do 22 damage. There's nothing I can do about that, but I honestly don't care. And Seraph has 17 sap. Are you kidding me? By the way, there's energy. We have no units remaining, so we could... No, we have Mollusk Mage, who's actually going to be played. Welcome to the show. Completely forgot about you, my friend. You're making it up. You're dying, which is highly unfortunate, but I can kill you with a Vine Grasp. Now you're living. We could also Frostbite you, which I actually don't mind, but I really want to make sure you die. But let's see how much sap we're going to put on you. You're dazed, so you're going to make it to the pyre. We know that. You have literally 80 HP, so you're going to hit it twice. You have 10 sap. 3 sap is going to... You know, I think we actually do ICU. I want to make sure that you do no damage to the pyre, even at the expense of a little bit of frostbite. I really don't mind it. We could have played our other cards, you know, and sapped him a little bit more. I just want to make sure. Vine Grasp kills the 15 times 2 guys before the mage. It does, but only because of +3 magic power. Vine Grasps only do 3 damage, though it's actually not enough to kill a Shadewing. That's why they can kill Lightwings, but these are the enemies that Seraph spawns. These enemies that appear at the bottom, these 15 times 2s, they have 5 health. Whenever you enter the Seraph fight, you want to have any targeted damage spell do 5 damage if you can, because then they can ice this guy. Hey GT Quark, how's it going? Finished the longest week ever. Gave a presentation in front of 200 people. Well, hopefully you didn't screw it up too much. Which is not, I don't mean that to sound like you screw things up. I mean that to sound like I hope you did a good job, and etc. etc. I think we Crypt Builder. Let's ice him. Let's draw. Taking most of next week off and it went well. Good to hear. Let's sap Seraph even more, because we're gonna sap this floor enough. These 15 damage stings also do a pretty decent amount of damage. And I'm kind of the opinion that we should Frostbite Seraph, but I don't think it's gonna matter. But we don't really have anything else to spend our energy on that turn. Why aren't you playing the heal sting? So if you retain this card, it restores 5 health. Because I put permafrost on it, it's going to be giving me 5 pyre health literally every turn if I keep it in my inventory. So by not playing the card, I get 5 health every turn. It's the easiest trade deal of all time. Free healing, I'll take it. Ice you. Let's keep stacking that frost on you. I think it's about time to dump the Train Steward. Preserved spikes is almost too much without consume. It doesn't even, it might be too much, but I still think we get good value out of it because of the sap and the fact that we get more card draw after we play cards. I really wanted to make it holdover, believe it or not. That would have been even better, I think. Get sapped. Sting, 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 glimmer, restore, restore, and Vine Grasp. F that Train Steward. Hey, he did 5 damage. So we took 11 damage. That's because Seraph does spawn these minions, and Seraph spawned one up here that went up to the pyre. We sapped them, but they still got through. Not much we can do about that, unfortunately. These other minions are totally sapped to crap, though. I want to consume this card. Okay, you're living. I might get a targeted spell that can kill you next turn. I hope I will. Dripbreaker says, their day's going well. I go back to the city tomorrow, and I'm excited to lay in my own bed. That's why I don't travel. By the way, you're dying! I think we just barely have enough sap to kill you because our Woken Hollow is dying, but that's it. But you are dying, and I think by playing even one sting, we're gonna keep our friend alive. You're making it to the pyre. What do I care? I guess I could kill you, like, there you go. The sting, now you're taking 67 damage. Sting, now you're taking 37. Sting, now you're taking 14. 1, 0. So we have, well, let's call it. We have more than enough sap to get through the fight. 62. This has to be a new record, right? Now, granted, we don't do a lot of damage, but we stack up a lot of spell weakness, and all we need is one crit builder to kill you. Well, difficult to draw, but still. We do about 100 damage a turn. Bear with it. I know it's loud with him yelling all the time. He's dying. Hold up. There we go. Powerful build. Lots of stings. Lots of incant saps. That's all we needed. And dude, I will never not duplicate that sap totem pole. It's so freaking good to just double the amount of sap that you're putting on units. It makes enemies go from, you know, hitting the pyre for 10 damage when they make it up to hitting it for 0. So why would you not duplicate your sap totem? Increases your chances of drawing it and increases the, fine mother, increases the, or I should say decreases the damage that you take. Increases the chances that you're drawing it. That was the most spell weakness we've ever applied. And it was also, oh my god, we already had this rank 25 victory, I think. I think I remember there being a crown here. We did nothing. We accomplished nothing. We did nothing. Let me check the logbook real quick. But yeah, I think that was a duplicate victory. I think we didn't need this victory in our achievement. Yeah, right there. I think it was the same victory that we had too, another sap incant victory. So you know what? At least we golded the Vine Mother. It's not nothing. It's not nothing. Well, for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live. Support me on Twitch, Patreon, and Streamlabs. And I hope to see you here again for the next run of Monster Train.